Welcome back into another edition of our Madden 23 expansion draft only franchise here with the San Antonio Express. We are up to week 3 now, and we will be facing off against the 0-2 New York Jets. Last episode, we actually won a game in simulation against the Chiefs. Kind of a crazy game there, but wasn't expecting us to be able to beat the Chiefs in simulation. Taking our first look at this draft class, there's a couple of running backs at the top, and I know Madden likes to generate the occasional generational running backs. We're going to see here Melvin Blair, just on first glance, doesn't look like it to me. Probably just like a really solid running back. Kevon Simmons, better athlete for sure. And a juke move, a spin move, a kick return. That definitely has potential. It's not necessarily, generational, but at 222 pounds as well, that's like power back size that Madden generates. But he's got a juke and spin. That might be a generational running back. Wyatt Costanzo is who they have us taking. I definitely want an edge player, not an elite athlete by any means. They also have us taking a free safety, Darius Connor. Good athlete, B man coverage, block shed, and hit power. Definitely looks really solid. And so I think both of those players would be good picks for us, honestly. If a guy like Kevon Simmons is off the board, we don't really have like a great running back right now, but I don't know if it's our biggest need. But if it looks like Kevon Simmons is going to be generational, you just can't pass up on generational with what we have. As we take a look at the only quarterback projected rounds 1 to 2, looks really solid, but not spectacular by any means. A, awareness, B, under pressure, B, short. Not the biggest arm ever, but definitely a good athlete. We're at the point with a guy like Devin Hamilton at quarterback where he's got enough tools that I think we're going to give him a couple of years unless there's a generational looking quarterback. I don't know if that's going to be the case in this year's draft, so it looks like we might be giving Devin Hamilton a little bit of a long leash here to start off the series. I'd be willing to draft a generational quarterback, but not really anything else at this point. I don't like if he ends up being, 74 overall, which he very well might. I don't really see that as enough of an upgrade over Devin Hamilton at this point. The weekly game plan, I don't know why Mason Rudolph is the scrambling quarterback. He's definitely not more mobile than Zach Wilson, but we'll defend superstar Breece Hall. And I think we just need boosts in the run game. Our interior offensive line is very, very bad. As we saw last episode, Timmy Reed got superstar after hitting both of the camp breakout scenarios. He went from a 73 overall star to 78 overall superstar like that. He's now tied for the best player on this team with Quincy Boston, and Quincy Boston could very well be star, which would give then Timmy Reed the status as best player on this team. So yeah, that camp breakout scenario can really, really boost a player up a ton. A little bit easier to get from like a defensive lineman than it is for somebody like a corner like we got in our Bears series with Jalen Johnson. He got only the first of the two, but still just the +5 man coverage and then the plus 10,000 XP. We've seen what that's done for his career, and so maybe that can be a difference maker for Timmy Reed, and he can be an awesome player. He had a really solid start to his career in episode 1. We love to see that continue. Let's just get some run stopping boosts here for Braden Humphrey. Will Stapleton at 60 overall is our starting center, which is not great. Literally everything in the 60s there, so let's just make him more balanced. There's nothing that's very high in this game. There's nothing that's very low either. Luke Becton, I mean, can we at least get to 60 before we start manually upgrading these guys? I think that is, for the most part, all we need to do. Let's take a look at the roster, though. For anyone unfamiliar with it, as it is a roster made up entirely of rookies, Darius Slayton and Eddie Hazelton are our 2 star dev or higher receivers. We got 2 hidden linemen as well, and Brian Pearson, Eli Shea. Lewis Smart is the best player on our offense. That's at least a skill position player. Had a very productive first episode. We'd love for that to continue. Got Victor Giles and Michael Franklin as our 2 heavily used linebackers. Timmy Reed on the edge, Timmy Reed inside, D'Angelo Bramble on the edge, Quincy Boston at corner. Those are kind of the main guys, over 70 overall. I guess D'Angelo Bramble's not 70 overall, but, whatever. He's our best edge. Our edge position is by far one of the positions I would most like to address. Coming into year 2, I think we got 1 solid defensive lineman, but you need a lot more than that. Michael Franklin coming off an 8 tackle performance. I feel like that's not all that impressive, is it? I don't know. Maybe it is. But we will be taking on the Jets. I think probably one of the more winnable games on our schedule. If I'm going to pick up a win this year, any of the games that I actually hop into, it's probably going to be this one. And we are underway here. The Jets will be the first to get the ball in this game. Walker with the kickoff. 99 kick power man himself. Nice to have a position like kicker filled in year 1, so we can focus more on filling out the rest of the team. I guess we still need a long-term punter. Our punter that we got this year's probably not our long-term answer, so probably going to use a 7th rounder this upcoming draft on him.
Here we go.
Go ahead and take control of Timmy Reed, our first superstar. With the mid blitz on the first down play, will get home Michael Franklin with the stop. Loss of 4. Bringing the pressure early. I think you can certainly rattle a quarterback like Zach Wilson with pressure. And give to Breece Hall again. Will get that yardage back for the most part, and it will be 3rd and 10. We're going to bring the pressure once again. See how Zach Wilson responds to it. And nice pass break up there by Parnell, our strong safety. And a quick 3-and-out forced by the defense. Very nicely done by them. Down on the punt return, will sneak by 1 tackle and get to the 36, where we will start our next drive. Devin Hamilton will come back out onto the field. As we see 2 touchdowns, 1 interception from him. That 1 interception also was mostly just in garbage time when we were trying to catch up. Not really garbage time, it was a 2 touchdown game. But it was when we were kind of had to force the issue. For the competitive part of that game, he was actually really accurate. And so I think I don't know if accurate is the word. He was good at taking care of the ball, though. As we will check down to the run here, as we see a box that we like, and Donovan Holmes guessed wrongly on the block shed there, and we'll pick up too many yards. Early 3rd and 5 for the offense. Chris Rhodes is open over the middle, though, from the slots. First down, San Antonio, 18 yards on the first pass play of the day. Looking to go back to the ground here with a 12 personnel look. And Jeremiah Black will get suctioned over to number 3 on the opposing side. 2nd and 6. Eddie Hazelton will be open and first down once again. San Antonio. It's kind of hard to commentate mid-play sometimes when you're trying to process what you're seeing in front of you. Something I'll hopefully get better at as I continue to do YouTube videos. And Devin Hamilton will fumble, but Eli Shea picks it up, and he's gone into the end zone. Big man touchdown, Eli Shea. The read option got some room. Devin Hamilton fumbles. His tackle picks it up and takes it in for 6. We are not going to see that often in this series. That was a crazy way to start the scoring in this game. You love to see it. Eli Shea, second round tackle. Played center in college. Gets a touchdown in his second ever NFL appearance. Solid coverage on the kickoff will start the Jets at the 21-yard line. This is like the 3rd time I've had to start this game. I mean, I didn't show the restarts just because they would waste your time, but I kept forgetting to go to 4-3 defense as Timmy Reed will get the sack on Zach Wilson here to start the second drive. Wiping off the sweat. But yeah, I kept starting the game as a 3-4 defense on accident. But we got that taken care of. I honestly think going into year 2 we might switch to a 3-4 just for the consistency between my 2 franchises, because switching playbooks between the 2 franchises keeps messing up the playbook on the other. And I would just like to avoid that mess. And I do like it just because nobody asks for more or less money than they should if you have a 3-4. The contract structure of Madden 23 is kind of designed for 3-4s. So we'll probably end up switching. But for this year, we will stick with the 4-3. I'll just have to remember to check my defensive playbook before I start every game. And Brown trying to find the edge. He will, and he'll get a solid return here. Finally tried to use that hard cut. Not able to get much out of it. Trying to get used to it. Have played a lot of Madden 23, and so still trying to get used to it, as there'll be a check down there to Lewis Smart. There's a few things new to the game. 360 cuts, freeform passing, things like that. I don't really feel the need to use freeform passing a lot. I feel like I can just fire and be like a man. But we will try to use it occasionally when it's needed, when we need to put a ball in a specific part of the field. 1st and 10 now at midfield are the Express. Donovan Holmes will get the handoff here. No, it'll be read option, and Devin Hamilton can't get the edge. Risky running read option after the fumble last time around, but Eli Manning will not be calling plays in fear in this franchise. We want to be aggressive. He's got his man open over the middle. That's Eddie Hazelton for a big game down inside the red zone now. Devin Hamilton with a 5-for-5 start to the game. The Jets defense has not been prepared for the 70 overall quarterback. And trying to get the ball to Smart here. Not able to get his momentum back to gain any yardage there. Probably should have pushed the ball downfield to RB. I'm just worried that an inaccurate pass in that spot probably leads to an interception. I know the run to the weak side throws can get really risky here in Madden 23. 3rd and 7 now for the Express, and that'll be a one-on-one shot at Lewis Smart, touchdown, San Antonio, and just like that, it's 14-0 for the Express here at home. You get a one-on-one shot. I know Sauce Gardner is good. He's been especially good in real life. But you trust your tight end to go up and get the ball. He's one-on-one in the end zone. You just got to give him a shot. We're going to be doing that a lot in this franchise. If there's one of the guys that we trust getting one-on-one coverage, we're just going to go out and give them an opportunity to make a play. That's what this offense is designed around. We got a couple guys in Lewis Smart and Eddie Hazleton that we trust to make plays. Zach Wilson out again. The defense has done a good job stopping the offense from really getting anything going thus far in the game. Pitch out to Breece Hall, not going to get much as Michael Franklin with another TFL here early. Coming off that 8-tackle performance like we saw in the intro. At least I think, like I said, I've started this game 3 times. I think the intro we used. Oh my goodness, Breece Hall's still going. And he won't be caught. Yes, he will. Michael Franklin will get his ankles before he's able to score, but he was breaking every tackle. Playing like Derrick Henry out there. He was just bouncing off of him. Play action, and Zach Wilson's going down. This time, Kenny Hamfile on the sack. Bringing pressure has been the way to go thus far to stop this Jets offense. We've been getting home. This Jets offensive line has improved, but it's nothing special. This is the pressure will once again force Zach Wilson to not be able to complete a pass downfield. 3rd and 18 now. We know that the primary route is a drag route to Corey Davis. Instead, I'll go to Breece Hall. Not able to pick up much, however. 4th and 13 for the Jets. So we will allow our first points in the game off of a pretty crazy Breece Hall run. But this game will remain a 2-score difference. And that's Blankenship wearing number 28 for the Jets. I don't know if that's Rodrigo or if that's a rookie. Probably Rodrigo, I would guess. And we're on a little bit of an outside run concept here. It looked like it was almost available to us last time we ran it. I want to give it another try. And yeah, it's probably just not there for us today. Loss of 2. We were close the first time, I think, and not very close the second. And so we'll pass it here. 2nd down, and we try to get the dump off to the back. Unable to get the throw off before the pressure arrives. 3rd and 18. And that will be how the first quarter ends. Try a flood concept here. Didn't really like what we saw deep downhill with Eddie Hazleton. We'll just try to get some yards back. Help with field position on the punt. Still a perfect day completion percentage-wise for Devin Hamilton. And I would kill to get some that kind of blocking that the Jets just got. That's a massive hit by Bethel, I believe. I don't think my team has ever blocked the opposing team's gunner like what we just saw in that play. Ever. And incomplete after Zach Wilson had plenty of time to throw that ball, just 2 for 6 to start. Zach Wilson's going to lop the ball deep downfield. That was an incredible throw by Zach Wilson. That was an incredible throw by Zach Wilson. Wow, you sometimes just got to tip your cap to the opposing team. As Jelani Piston, he's still shook by that throw. The defense was right there. He just let him just enough to where the defense couldn't get to it. Perfect throw downfield by Zach Wilson. Leads to a New York Jets touchdown, and saw daylight just for a minute there, but there was a penalty anyway, so the additional speed wouldn't have helped much, as that lane was probably created by that hold that we saw. Eddie Hazelton will line up in the backfield for this play, but it'll just be a run. Here's Jeremiah Black, who fighting through some tackles, gains 9. Run some play action here on 2nd and short. Probably could have run that ball with some success. So we'll check it down to Lewis Smart, who's going to fumble the ball. Jets on the recovery, and he might house this. Quan Alexander is going to take it to the house. Just like that, we're trailing. It was 14-0. All momentum seemed to be going San Antonio's way. Now we're behind. That's how quickly things can change in the NFL. Okay. Brown back on the recovery. Fumbles again. Oh my goodness. Calm down with the fumbles. Madden, calm down with the fumbles, please. It's a little bit too much right now. Lewis Smart will get the ball right back. Just wanted to show him that the fumble's not going to change our plans. He's still going to be given the #1 option role as long as they're not covering him on these drags and crossers. We believe he has the speed to make plays like that after the catch. Mahomes, a nice little juke back inside to gain 6 out of that play. Perfectly balanced game that would make Thanos proud so far in this one. Not able to get much on that one. Maybe tried to cut that back in. Didn't see too much open there on that one. 3rd and 2. Not really loving what we saw, but we saw Lewis Smart late. Under pressure, Lewis Smart adjusted to the underthrown ball. 1st down, San Antonio. He's seen a very heavy target share thus far in this game. Play action. We got a man downfield. That's Eddie Hazelton coming open over the middle. 1st down, 12 for 12, 150 yards and a touchdown to start the game for Devin Hamilton. Cannot imagine a better start. And he will throw out of sack and throw an interception. That's not the way you want to break out of a perfect streak. Want to see, yeah, he's definitely thrown out of a sack there. I mean, I don't know if that ball would have been complete anyway, so probably would have been picked in the end zone anyway. Wasn't as open as I thought it was coming off the play action. Thought we could get that shot deep. So just a bad play by me in general, not recognizing the pressure, probably trying to force the ball downfield that I shouldn't. I'd say my first true mistake of the season as the first interception was just taking a one-on-one shot to my wide receiver when we needed to be aggressive, and I'm fine with it, honestly. Nice little jet run there by Garrett Wilson. We'll get a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Inside San Antonio territory, already up by 3 are the Jets. Need a big time stop here. A nice block shot by Timmy Reed, and he'll get Reese Hall in the backfield. I don't know what that spin move was all about. We'll see some celebration there by Timmy Reed. We'll go with D'Angelo Bramble here on this play, going against Becton. And Garrett Wilson will be open over the middle of the field. 3rd down and 5 now.
Here we go. Set.
John Smith, I think maybe I'm just thinking of how we'll try to use her in this series, and that's deep downfield, incomplete. Front seat Boston forces the incompletion, and New York will try to go up 6. Maybe we'll just cycle through our defensive linemen, play as each rusher, just so that we don't pad the stats of only one of our guys. I think if we do a play as every player, that's a missed field goal, by the way. Didn't notice that. I'm just trying to finish my thought here. We cycle through, we run a play as each of our 4 down linemen. That way even the linemen get kind of sort of, that's a nice break tackle by Holmes. Tries to juke past the strong safety, unable to do so, but a big hole opens for Holmes. I think that'll be the best to just kind of play ratings-based defense, is just to cycle through, run a play with each of the defensive linemen instead of, I mean, I'd love to just use your Timmy Reed all game, but he'd probably become like the best all-time defensive tackle. And though that's something we definitely want, don't want to force it to happen. We want it to kind of happen naturally. Donovan Holmes will get the carry on 2nd and 4 and bring us down to 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. We're going to try a trap play here. Looks like this should work as long as Hamilton can get there, and he will, and that's a fumble. I think this will be overturned, however. If not, the Express are throwing this game away. It will be reviewed though, and whenever it's reviewed, it's overturned, because Madden hates having any element of surprise.
After review of the play, the ruling
You
on the
basically
field is
know what's going to
reversed.
happen before it happens. New York now has full momentum here on this. They didn't give the momentum back after it wasn't a fumble, which is stupid, by the way. Because it was a good play, and they got momentum because of a fumble that wasn't a fumble. So you tell me how that's nice. As Lonnie White able to avoid stepping out of bounds there, and will get us to a 3rd and very manageable. Here, 3rd and 3 from the 12. And we will check to the run and get it. That front just looks too good to run against. It still ended up being close. That defensive lineman got an instant win, but we were able to keep him from doing anything as Jeremiah Black trucks his way through the Jets defense for a touchdown. Great effort on the run there. San Antonio will retake the lead here. 2 minutes to go in the 2nd. Still plenty of time for the Jets to answer back. Welker on the kick after the San Antonio touchdown. Offense has been really good today. We've just turned the ball over a couple of times.
Got it.
Not even sure we've seen the punter though, have we? Maybe once. I don't think so though. I guess we'll start with Wall as we usered John Smith on the last play of last series, and how that's complete, I don't know. Atkins unable to make the play as Elijah Moore will get the catch. 2-minute warning now here in San Antonio.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go.
We want to hold on to that first half lead that we've gotten. Going into the locker room with the lead would be awesome for us. Timmy Reed double teamed on the play, and that'll be a 1st down, New York Jets. Trying to make a play was Victor Giles. Kind of just hit sticked out of bounds there. D'Angelo Bramble has a tough matchup here today in Makai Becton. So his pass protecting ratings aren't incredible, as we know from our Bears franchise.
Hustle, hustle. Cut up.
Barely able to get over to John Smith before the snap was off. Uzama with the catch. First down once again for the Jets. We'd love to. As Frank Wall will get a free rush there for some reason. I don't even know what happened there. I wasn't even trying to go sideways. The one time Madden forces you direction and it actually works. But it,
Okay, break.
I mean, I guess I could just look at replay, but it looked like he was supposed to be double teamed on that play and he just ran by both of the offensive linemen. I don't know what happened. Timmy Reed will gain the win, but a nice throw downfield, but incomplete. That was so close to being an awesome play for the Jets. Elijah Moore would have beat us deep for the second time this first half. Fortunately, the pressure by Reed did just enough to force the incompletion, as the Jets will just try to waste some time there on the third down. We will call timeout. Trying to make something happen here with the last 52 seconds of the game. Oh, it's going to be so nice having like a 1 minute drill and not having Madden's clock management to go off of, but my own.
Ready, ready.
Let's see if we can create anything here to really see if there's anything to even manage here. We'll try to check down. I thought he was going to keep running. I didn't think he would stop. We're going to call a timeout here just to see if we can get anything going.
Let's go.
We run 4 verts. No one's over Lewis Smart. Kind of like him getting in the middle of a zone here, and that's good coverage there by Mosley. At this point, I think it's just better to run the clock out. The Jets will probably call timeout after this. That's fine. I don't think they'll really be able to do anything. And they will. I don't think that Madden AI will be able to do anything with 30 seconds and 1 timeout. Probably less than 30 seconds by the time this punt play is over. Pritchard on for the punt. About as good of power as you can get. And once again, our gunners just are getting obliterated. Who's out there pressing? Can I trade for him? Obviously I can't because it's draft on my franchise, but dang! Never seen a gunner stop that stone cold twice in a row in Madden. Jeez. You almost always give gunners instant wins unless you have the 2 people out there fucking them.
Ready, ready. Cut up.
Zach Wilson has plenty of time and will loft downfield, and he's got a man! Uzama on the catch, and he'll actually get out of bounds.
Red.
Need a play here by the defense. They might actually get a field goal out of this. After that big play, recognized screen, able to get it in the backfield. That'll be a timeout and a field goal attempt by the Jets.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Blankenship, I don't know if he has the leg for this 56-yarder. I guess we'll see here. And short, he does not. The lead will remain for the Express. I think there's 1 or 2 seconds left on the clock to run one more play. We'll just try to get a yard or 2 here for Jeremiah Black. Pad his stats just a little bit. Although I'm seeing some one-on-one coverage. We're actually going to check and try to see if we can't get Eddie Hazelton downfield. He's got a step. Unable to make the catch. No. I thought we had a last-second touchdown there for a moment. But again, there's a couple guys that we trust. If you give them one-on-one coverage, we're just going to go for it, man. Eddie Hazelton is one of those guys, unable to come up with it there. But an absolute dot of a throw by Devin Hamilton, if we're being honest. That was great. Eddie Hazelton just unable to make the catch. What to do here for, 17 yards of carry. Yeah, let's stop that. I guess, it's that one massive run is doing a lot to, what's the word I'm looking at? It's influencing that number a lot, but still, Donovan Holmes also has one run that's helping his yards per carry number quite a bit. Start this half with a screenplay, 2 blocks, see if we can pull the defense a little bit here, and it looks like we can to a certain degree. That'll be good. Just under 10 yards, 9.5. We'll just try to pick up the first down real quick here on the ground, and Black will do so. Now 7 for 44 and a touchdown. Both running backs over 40 yards now. Here as we start the third, both having really good games. The run game's been working, the pass game's been working. It's just been turnovers have been the only thing stopping this team in this game. That's Lewis Smart, open downfield. He'll catch it, and he's got room. Not able to get all the way to the end zone as the safety was able to catch up, but a massive gain will give us 1st and 10 in the red zone, just like that off the play action. No, Lewis Smart, we don't just run these checkdowns to him. He's making plays down the field as well as Donovan Holmes will eat a massive hit. Whoever number 5 is on their team just loves to obliterate my team. And unable to really find anything open there. Devin Hamilton will try to escape. I honestly forgot that I turned off intentional grounding so that the opposing team's quarterbacks would make less mistakes. So I would have. That's open to Lewis Smart, but he's throwing it out of his sack again. No, that was a touchdown. Just needed a half a second more. That would have been a touchdown for Lewis Smart. Instead, it's my 2nd interception of the game. Oh, that's so annoying. When a touchdown turns into an interception. It's about the worst swing you can get, honestly. I guess pick 6 would be the actual worst. What are we? I timed that snap perfectly, and I still can't get the Brees Hall on the backfield. That's ridiculous.
Here we go.
If a linebacker is blitzing, not a linebacker is blitzing, I will occasionally go onto them as Quincy Boston will get the ball right back to San Antonio. Quincy Boston looking to get paid here despite being on the 1st year of his rookie deal. Okay, Quincy. Go with a little bit of play action here on 1st down, although we do know a blitz is coming, so we might need to get the ball out quickly for accuracy to Lewis Smart, the main target of this game. Looking at this one, we're definitely going to try to run against it, and we will. Donovan Holmes, man, Whitehead, and lands some massive hits this game. 3rd and 2 now for the Express. And over the middle open is Chris Rhodes for a 1st down and a lot more. Gain of 20 or so on the play. Big time gains by the Express. Now 1st and goal on the 9. Let's see what the team can cook up. That'll just be a throwaway. Maybe had some tight windows there, but With 3 turnovers already on the day, I don't really want to risk a 4th. We need to make sure this drive ends in points. Jeremiah Black will try to power it in again, but only get down to the 1. 3rd and goal from the 1. I think we're gonna try and quarterback sneak this in. I want to go to the side that Williams is not on, and let's see if we can get this. And we can! Touchdown! San Antonio Express. Devin Hamilton will sneak it in. Transport himself as well. Perhaps the more impressive of the 2 feats. And San Antonio will extend the lead here to 2 scores. I wanted to see if I could get that dance move to replay, but we can't. The replay will stop. (28-7) here over the New York Jets. The team's looking good. The only thing stopping us is ourselves throwing some turnovers, which I have to give the Jets defense credit for forcing. Both of them have been thrown out of sacks, so it's not 100% just me being bad. It's also New York Jets doing a good job getting to the quarterback. It's not hard to do against this offensive line though. Like, we have 2 guys that will be good, Eli Shea and Brian Pearson, but they're not like all that great yet. Neither of them are at 80 overall or anything. So second and 5 now for the Jets. Play action, and he's got a man wide open downfield. He's still going, and I switched on to the DB by instinct there. Trying not to do that in this franchise. It's gonna happen a few times a game. Probably forever. We could be in year 6 of this franchise, and I'll still probably be switching on the DBs on occasion, especially like in a tight game when we need to make a play. It's going to be really hard for me not to switch on the DBs. It's going to be trying to get that tackle as soon as I can, you know? And taking better routes than I guess angles is better than routes, but better routes to the ball. Angles to the ball, I just said it again. Jeez. Okay, Frank Wall gets stymied there, and a great pass break up there by Quincy Boston brings up 3rd and 9. Nice play by him. We'll look to bring a little bit of pressure here with the blitz. See if we can't force the Jets into another field goal. The blitz was nicely picked up by the Jets, but it'll eventually get there. Nothing downfield was open. It looked like Quincy Boston was covering the only real down the field route. And he did a good job doing so. The Jets will kick the field goal to bring it to 28-20. One-score game now, though they would need, of course, a 2-point conversion were they to tie the game up with a touchdown. Or score a touchdown, they would tie the game up with a touchdown. Donovan Holmes, 11 for 53 on the day. Nice yards per carry.
Let's go.
Let's go back here to the read option, although the defense is kind of stacked to that read option side. I don't know if I love the run look at all here. I think we can go deep. I don't know. I feel like there were a bunch of okay options and none that I loved there. Probably should have just tried to throw it downfield. Again, having already thrown 2 interceptions, I'm wary of throwing a 3rd. Probably will at some point, as this time, Donovan Holmes once again breaks into the open field. He's had a couple really nice runs in this game. He's our lowest rated draft pick by a significant margin, but he's still performing at a nice level through the first couple of episodes for us. We'll get the ball out there to Hazelton, unable to make the grab, however. The ball was a bit out in front of him. It would have been a tough catch to make, but you'd still love to see him make it, of course. Hazelton under center for this play. We'll try to find at least Chris Rhodes, but we'll get sacked trying to get the ball out to him. Third and 20 now for the Express. Just going to run the ball and try to get a bunch of those yards back. Hopefully pin them deep. Didn't love, it looked like they were coming out. They ended up audibling to a zone, so it looked like the initial look. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit it that early. Now we're not even going to pin them back. That was hit on accident. Like, that wasn't even me just like mistiming it. Ugh. Get the ball at the 24. What a waste of a third down run. I was trying to get him deep. And I accidentally pressed A. Ugh. Just me making mistakes. That's what you're here for here in Madden 23 Express franchise. As the Jets have a chance to tie this game up now. The pressure will eventually get there. Michael Franklin will force the incompletion on Zach Wilson. The blitz has been quite effective in this game. Can't send it all the time, but we have been sending it often, and it's been working. Nice throw there by Zach Wilson, however. Just lofting it to a place where Wilson could come and get it, throwing him open a little bit, as the coverage was pretty good there by Quincy Boston. Who, of course, had a very solid game himself. A nice deflection and an interception in this one. The completion goes for 0, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Jets. So we'll use John Smith here, the most normal name you'll ever hear. Elijah Moore will pick up 8 on that play. 3rd down and 2. Looking like they might run the ball here. And they will, but that will be a first down. I thought for a second John Smith got the stop, but he looks like he just barely got to the yardage to gain. And that'll likely bring up the 4th quarter. It will. We are going into the 4th quarter with a lead here. You absolutely love to see it. We have to protect it. We cannot give up a 4th quarter comeback to the New York Jets. It's not going to happen. No way we can allow it. And Zach Wilson will throw the ball downfield, complete towards Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore's definitely been his favorite target, it seems, here in this game. 2nd and 10 now for the Jets. And John Smith, I thought was going to be able to make a play there. Instead, Breece Hall ended up giving that outside contain up. Thought we'd be able to make the tackle. We weren't, and that was kind of our fault there. That big gain by Breece Hall. But Frank Wall there with a nice stop. Just through kind of the offensive line and was able to bring Breece Hall down in the backfield. Corey Davis brought down by Michael Franklin will bring up 3rd and 7. 17 of 30 on the day for Zach Wilson. We've done a good job for the most part stopping this passing game. Breece Hall will get the job. Please don't tell me he's going to... Oh my goodness. He's going to get the first down and a lot more here. He's going to break another tackle. Can we stop pretending that Breece Hall is Derrick Henry, man? Or that literally any running back is Derrick Henry. So annoying sometimes. John Smith will be the user here. All day for Zach Wilson. How is he still... Oh my gosh, this game is so bad. And he still throws an interception. What did he have, 12 seconds to throw and you throw a pick? That's hilarious. And that was open, but poor accuracy. No. We should be running the ball, I know, but that was an open play down the field to Eddie Hazelton. You have to take that shot. I mean, about as clean of a pocket as you can get, and that was open. I wasn't leading downfield. It was because of poor accuracy that it went so far downfield. And I just will get another shot. Nice play there by Bass once again. Caleb Bass just came up with the interception on the longest play resulting in an interception you'll probably ever see. Zach Wilson will check down and get stopped by Victor Giles after a gain of just 2, 3rd and 8 now. Need the defense to come up big, make up for the fact that I just threw a dumb interception. Oh, shouldn't have been an interception. But still. And Bramble will hit Zach Wilson as he throws it away. And they're going to actually attempt a field goal here. Okay. They can do what they want. And that will be good for New York, 23-28 now. Still got the lead and about to get the ball. We have to get probably one more score, and I feel confident about this game. Brown will get it. A solid return past the 30. Let's just run the ball here, eh?
Ready up.
That lasted one play. Gonna run some Texas here. Find the fullback long out of the backfield. Can't say I remember his first name at the moment. Undrafted tight end that we converted to fullback. He was just the best blocking tight end we had outside of Lewis Smart, who I definitely was not going to be converting to fullback. That would be a huge waste of his talents. Put the ball back on the ground here, and Eddie Hazelton missed the block on what could have been a really nice run play there. I like this box here for the run here for Black. He'll shake past one guy, or I guess bounce off one guy is more accurate, and get the first down run now inside New York territory. Trying to run the clock down while also getting one more score in this game. A little play action here out of the 12 personnel. And Lewis Smart comes open late across the middle and will get the first down yet again. 20 of 29, 270 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Ugh. I'll take responsibility for... One of them was completely my fault. Absolutely. The other one was 50-50. The other one was 100% Madden. So I've thrown 1.5 picks, we'll say. And Madden has thrown 1.5 picks. Here we go. Out of the backfield for the easy first down is Donovan Holmes. Nobody covered him out of the flat, so that's an easy read there by Devin Hamilton. Playing it safe here. Certainly don't want to get a 4th interception. That would be bueno. And no. Certainly don't want to throw a 4th interception, he says. Well, Devin Hamilton can't throw worth jack under pressure. That's, if we've learned anything from this game, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Man, remember when he was like 12 of 12 for 150 yards? Now he's got 4 picks. I'll just blow this game now. That'd be so tragic. Franklin gets blocked by the fullback last minute. Thought I had a chance there for a big time TFL. Unable to get there. Little John Smith here. Start that D-line rotation that we use. And incomplete in the direction of Elijah Moore. This D needs one more big time stop. 4th and 3 now. Frank Wall's turn. We're going to guess the pass here, as it's obviously going to be a pass with nobody in the backfield with Zach. He's got all the time in the world. Broken up by Quincy Boston. What a massive play down the field. From the best player on our defense. At least tied, I guess, with Timmy Reed. Both have been making plays all throughout the game. We're going to try to run the ball out here. As Black will gain 2 yards. Done a decent job. I see that PA tight end league trying to tempt me to throw a 5th pick. It's not going to happen. We will not throw a 5th pick in this game. And both of these safeties, Andrew Bullitt, a guy they traded up to our 1st pick in the 2nd round to select, been laying some massive hits. Seems like he's not very happy that we traded away the pick instead of drafting him. You probably thought I was going to throw a pick, didn't ya? Instead, there's no way I'm throwing a 5th pick. Not a chance. I'm not even risking it, man. Devin Hamilton deserves maybe 2 picks in this game. He got 4. So it'll be nice blocking on the edge and tried to dive into the end zone. Said get helicoptered there. Tried to get there. Said we'll probably get there this play. And no, he won't. That's fine by me. Let's waste some timeouts by the Jets. We're so lucky he didn't fumble there. I don't know why PA tight end make it goal line play. It shouldn't be a goal line play. As Jeremiah Black will get into the end zone this time around. And that will likely seal the win for the Express. We're most likely, I don't want to jinx it, going to be 2-1 to start the season off. Very improbable. Never thought this would be the case. I think that sim win against the Chiefs isn't something that we're going to be doing on a consistent basis. I thought that was kind of fluky. This game, I mean, we had 5 turnovers. We're up 2 scores. We're going to call a timeout here. I don't want a 3-man rush. I hate 3-man rushes in Madden so much. Talked about it already on my Bears franchise, but they just give the quarterback like 12 seconds to throw like every time you do it. Although we have seen give Zach Wilson 12 seconds to throw and he's going to throw a pick, so maybe we should have done it. Over the middle to Corey Davis. We're fine with these little 10-yard pickups for the rest of this game. Down the field, wide open. These are the pickups we're not okay with. And he's going to keep going. Okay. Rob Gronkowski with the catch. Oh no, that's CJ Uzomah. The way that play went down, you would have sworn he's one of the best tight ends in NFL history. But no, he's not. He sucks. Anyway, we're up 5. We're going to onside kick. We're going to recover it. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. Show me a play that CJ Uzomah has broken more than... How many tackles did he break there? 4 or 5. Is there a play in CJ Uzama's career that he's broken more than 2? I don't know. Probably. There's going to be some CJ Uzama fan that's going to come out. Why are they calling timeout? Madden, fix this. Please. There's no reason for the Jets to be calling timeout right now. But anyway, we will pick up the victory here. We got 5 touchdowns on the day. Only one was a passing touchdown by Devin Hamilton. He also got a rush in as well, though. For 6, they want us to kick a 67-yard field goal here with Matthew Welker. We will not be doing that, but despite 5 turnovers on the day, we're going to come out with a 35-30 victory over the Jets. We're just going to let this clock run out and be victorious. And for the first time ever, there's a winning record here in San Antonio. Came a lot earlier than I ever would have expected, if we're being honest. But Eli Manning showing his chops as a coach. A team made up entirely of rookies is 2-1 to start the year. Yes, this win was over the New York Jets, who don't have the greatest reputation of being a successful franchise, but nonetheless, 2-1 is 2-1. You can't control who you play, just how you play. And so far, it's been better than you could ever expect. Let's look at Devin Hamilton. He ends up only with a 64 rating. Should have been much higher than that. Wow, Jeremiah Black with 99 yards. I'm sorry, bro. We should have ran you one more time to get you to 100. 2 touchdowns on the day for him. Lewis Smart with the only receiving touchdown on the day, over 100 yards. Eddie Hastings with only 3 catches, but averaged 19 yards a catch. That's the kind of player he is for us. He doesn't really have the skill set to be a high target kind of guy right now, but certainly a big play kind of guy. Michael Franklin with only 3 solo tackles, but 13 total on the day. Lots of TFLs. We were able to get them in the backfield quite a few times. 3 sacks, 2 picks by our best 2 corners, Quincy Boston and Caleb Bass. 2 deflections, Quincy Boston and Parnell. Matthew Welker, 5 for 5 on extra points. Didn't ask him to kick a field goal. And you see there the return stats. And that will be week 3. My first win on the sticks here in this game. Madden 23 is still definitely a learning experience for me. The gameplay, Madden 23 has loads of problems, but the one thing it's been kind of praised for is the fact that they did fix a lot of gameplay things, and they made the gameplay a lot more engaging. I do think it's better. It's just different, and it's something I'm still getting used to. I've only played a few games of actually playing, and I've been playing just in an online league with a friend, and I'm the Bengals, and like Joe Burrow has Protected and Fearless on. Those 2 abilities that make your offensive line block better, and you not have throw under pressure penalties. And so it's not a real representation of how Madden 23 is, because that's the biggest difference, is that pressure comes more often, and pressure affects the way you throw, even more than normal. And so as we just kind of go through the storylines here in week 4, we expect Devin Hamilton to build chemistry. We definitely don't expect him to carry this team at all. He's not the kind of player that you can realistically expect to carry a team. Now, we don't really have anyone else. Like, we don't have a running back that can be expected to carry the team either. Although our 2-headed running back duo did awesome in last week's game. Our running game definitely made up for the fact that we were turning over the ball a lot. In this simulated game we will be playing against the Chicago Bears, the Bears aren't very good. I mean, we saw firsthand with our Chicago Bears simulation franchise, which, if you haven't checked that out, it's been a lot of fun in year two. And year one was not fun, however. And this Chicago Bears team probably didn't make all the big time moves that I made in that series, so they're probably still pretty bad. There's a chance we could be 3-1. How nuts would that be? I think it would be a pretty fluky 3-1. See the Giants starting 2-0 in this year's NFL in real life, but I think it's definitely possible. I think even if we start 3-1, we're probably like a 5-win team. I think the only win, even if we win this week, that would be like surprising would be that Chiefs win. Like the Jets and the Bears as your other two wins isn't really building that impressive of a resume if we're being honest. But I mean, coming off an 0-17 season, we're getting the last place team schedule. So year one should be a fairly easy schedule if we're being honest. Here we have 8 points, which 8 points seems like can get you a long ways here with this fast coaching tree development. So we'll see if we can get anything. We can get 5% discount on players under 85 overall now. We won't really need that for a while. We should have used it for this. Not that we're going to be trading players anytime soon either. I think that's probably like a year 3 thing, but it's like a year 4 thing before we really need to re-sign on players over 85 overall, because until then, it'll only be undrafted free agent players that we ever re-sign. Just because everyone else that we're getting through the draft is going to be the higher overalls, the higher dev trades, etc., etc. Those guys all sign 4-year deals, so sometimes 5 in the case of the first round picks, if we were to pick up their 5th-year options. And so let's get into this Bears game. Let's simulate through it. It's going to be a rain game here. I'm not sure if that hurts or helps us. Probably hurts us. The Bears, I mean, everyone's better than us at everything. So even a team like the Bears, but we will strike first here with 3 points. And we'll make it 2 scores, but still only a 1-score lead. Bears only able to respond with 3 themselves. Now we take a 10-point lead into the second half. The Bears respond. We'll extend it to 1, and the Bears now have an 8-point lead. We cannot convert the crucial 2-point conversion, and that will drop us to 2-2. Very close game. I think 2 games in this episode were pretty representative of what we'll see throughout the rest of this season. I mean, close games against the bottom feeders of the NFL right now. I know the Jets certainly have a lot of potential, but they're not quite there yet. And then the Bears, I mean, the CPU, we can't really trust them to have had that great of an offseason. Is 3.5 sacks for Timmy Reed and 2 TFLs. This guy is nuts. Timmy Reed solidifying himself as a top-end interior rusher from day one. He's got to be towards the top of the league in TFLs and sacks at this point. You'd have to believe. Speaking of Timmy Reed, he will be eligible for an upgrade here. We'll kind of go from the bottom up. Field general for Michael Franklin makes sense. Loses scheme fit, but again, we have the coach tree ability where he's not going to lose the XP from losing scheme fit, so we're fine. Agile for Eli Shea, just trying to make him +2 pass block is very nice. Lewis Smart, getting some of the best players on this team all upgrades at the same time is something I can definitely appreciate. And Timmy Reed here, I think this will solidify him as the best player on the team unless we don't go power moves. We probably won't. He's already 83 in that. We'll do it anyway, just to make him the best player on the team. +3 block shed. Now he's playing up to an 80. That is not a temporary boost. I believe that comes from a coaching tree. So Michael Franklin does not get his breakout, unfortunately. That would have been really nice. Getting him to start up and like 20k XP or something would have been incredible. Unable to do it here. I think he's going to have plenty of opportunities throughout his young career to do it, though. So it's not the worst thing that he didn't get here. Obviously, you would love it. You'd love for him to be good starting now. Starting now, getting that XP starting now. But again, I think it's only a matter of time with him. I'd love it if he could get started sometime throughout this season, though, because then if he does win Rookie of the Year, that could get him up to Superstar rather than up to Star. I think the yearly favorite for Rookie of the Year has to be Timmy Reed, though. Anyway, so that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back soon. Thanks for the support on this series. It's been great. So we'll be back soon with the episode. Again.